What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? Welcome back to my channel, Nova's Knowledge. And today we are taking a look at one of the more difficult CMSs on the internet, Drupal. But before we get into that, you guys know the drill. Let's cue that intro. Okay, so today we're going to take just a brief overview of Drupal, and then in a few days I'll be posting another video about going more in depth with it. Excuse me, but today we will I'll be showing you how to you guys to create different content types, and then adding different features to them, and then adding data to those certain subtopics, as some might call. So as you can see here is my very simple site that I have right now. It's got teachers, places on campus, different buildings as we would call it, and then classes. And each of those subheadings have their own data stored in them. So to begin off, we want to go into our structure, and as you can see here, Drupal has definitely more complex structure than the other CMSs that we've taken a look at, but we're going to want to go into the content types. Once in there, you can see that I've created already these different content types, but I'll go through and create another one. But just to start, I want to show you guys that we created these different fields in here. Now, each one of those courses, teachers, or buildings that I showed you earlier in the video, each one of those have these types of fields in them. So every time you see the course, it'll have a course name, course ID, course description, and then of course the overall name of the subheading. So now we're going to go through and add a content type. We're going to go through and add this and name it transportation. So this content type, this isn't required, but you guys can definitely fill it out. Just a reminder, I go to Penn State for those that are wondering. So this title field label, you're going to want to name it the same thing as the overall name. This one you can just keep optional. And can I not spell today? Yeah, there we go. And then this one you don't have to fill out either. Just save and manage your fields. So you always get the body right off the bat. You can keep it in or you can delete it. But we're going to go through and add a field right now for the transportation. We're going to go down here and add a really plain text. This one you can just leave right here. And then the label. This is going to be the overall name of the feature inside of this content type. We're going to go with bus. We're going to save and continue. You keep this limited. I'm going to put it unlimited for in case we add more values. And then you can go through and save settings. All of this will be added later. One thing that I forgot to add when creating this is that make sure that you put this as a required field, because you definitely want it in when we go into the content, because you need that required, because you need to show what bus it is. So we're going to do the exact same thing and just add one more. We're going to call it bus ID. Oops, forgot to do the underscore under it. Lowercase. I can't read tonight. There we go. Unlimited maximum length. 55 again, even though that won't be the case. But our required field, save settings. Alright, so now we're going to go into the content. And you can see the different content that I've created on the site already. And we're going to do the exact same thing with the bus. Now we're going to go in and add more features and data points to what we have already. So we're going to go to transportation. We're going to call it the blue loop. Now the bus right here, this one will be required form. That data point will be State College bus. and then the bus ID will be 1234. And save it. Here it is right here. So if we click home again, just so it refreshes, the loop will be all the way at the top. And if we want to read more, then the information is there. So one quick thing that I want to point out, because that's about it that I have for you guys today. And this, what I'll be pointing out will be described more in the next video that I post later this week. But what it is how Drupal is run is it's really data oriented. And the way that this site works is that you can link different data points to and from each other. For example, well, the name of this is called entities. So for an example of this, we have the course number 1189. Now this is similar, or this number is the exact same as one of these classes right here. As I go through, once I do complete and link the data points, I can add them so that that course number, it'll be linked to one of these classes, which is what the course number of that class will be. That's something interesting that Drupal does, and it's a lot different from the other CMSs that we have worked in. So now this was just a brief overview today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a big fat thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying what you're seeing. Like I said, another video will be posted in a few days about more in-depth of Drupal and everything that we'll be working on it. Might be working a little bit with the views inside of it. So stay tuned for that. But other than that, I will catch you guys later. Peace.